Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the SkoL Brothers.
Welcome to episode 94 of the Sports Card Talk Show. We got Friday Night Lights interview tonight.
Tonight we have Bryan from burknowledge on Instagram and YouTube. Just somebody we've recently made friends with. We've made a trade with. Super excited to get him on. Talk a little football, baseball cards.
Maryland.
Yeah, he's a big time Baltimore guy.
Yeah.
So he says I think I'm the Orioles, the Ravens, and the Terps. Big time Terps.
Yeah.
Guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Perfect, man. Well, should we dial him up?
Ring-a-ling ding dong.
All right, we got Bryan on the line. Thanks for joining us, Bryan.
Hey guys, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you were just gonna say hi?
Yeah, I was just gonna say hi.
You started saying something. I'm like, oh, I didn't know what you were gonna go with. Yeah, we've been thinking about having you on for a little while now, and we finally were able to wrap up that Mount Rushmore. I'm like, let's get burknowledge on. So
awesome, man. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So a little bit about how we ran into each other. I think we were running each other in some lives and then on Instagram and made a little trade recently, and it's just been great. And thought we'll have you on and we'll talk a little bit about let's start with your collecting. Have you always collected, or what's happened in that realm?
I would say not always. I started as a kid with my father introduced me to sports cards and things like that. He was heavily into it. We even ran a little weekend shop at the local flea market down on Patapsco Avenue. That's in Baltimore. And it just went from there. But as I got older, I stopped, really going after it. It wasn't in my highest interests as a older teenager, young adult.
Sure.
So, but I had a lot of stuff just sitting around. And then when I met my wife, we got married and she got orders to Hawaii. You can only take so much with you. So
oh yes,
I actually donated most of the stuff. I wasn't smart enough to keep like my Cal Ripken rookies, the Griffey rookies and stuff. I just kind of was done with it because I had not much interest in it at the time.
Oh, okay.
Women will do that to you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man. Yeah, my sister's husband was in the military, and yeah, I remember they're trying to decide what they can take, what they can't take, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now when we move, like when I just moved from North Carolina out here to California, I'm like explaining then to the movers, hey, pack that up extra nice, wrap it up tight, make sure you give me a number on those boxes.
Right, right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because you've been really posting some pretty cool stuff. Well, you always post cool stuff, but man, that Kirby bat and all those autos you were posting. Oh man,
I'm jealous of that Kirby bat. That's those things go for a lot of money, dude.
I mean, hey, it could be yours if you have you got plenty of Maryland stuff. So
I don't know if I have that much Maryland stuff.
Right.
Maryland won the Big Ten today in basketball too. I'm super stoked about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The Gophers, absolutely. I don't know how many points they were ahead of them. Pretty much rocking Maryland for like the first 35 minutes, and then just absolutely blew it in the last 5.
I remember that game.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's all right. You guys will get us in football. So
there you go. So you got away from him a little bit. Like what brought you back to the hobby?
I was probably bored one night flipping through YouTube. My wife and kids were probably sleeping, so I was flipping through and I came across actually Capital P.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of his videos, and I thought, who's this slick dude with the gold watch? Opening it up. Let me see what cards look like nowadays.
Yeah.
'Cause I hadn't looked in 8-10 years, and it was cool. And then I started looking through like eBay, and I saw the downtowns from Optic.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I gotta get one. And at the time, Lamar Jackson was really cheap. So I was able to pick up a few of his. So
nice.
And from there, it just took off.
Oh, cool, man. That's you picked the right one to be grabbing, obviously with the Ravens there, but man, picked him up at the right time. And
yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough to pick up his autos. I wasn't, because back in the 80s and 90s, you know, autos and cards weren't a thing.
No.
Inserts were cool, and it took me a while to catch on to the new kind of ways of Panini. There was so many card companies back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the way it sounds is like you saw how the hobby has changed. This is how I was. The hobby had changed, and I was very cautious. I just kind of dipped my toe in, and it was like the first time I spent like $10 on a card was like a milestone. Then I like crept it up to 20, and you just And then you're like going, oh man, I could have had that card for like $25, and now it's 100. You know, But I took my time climbing the mountain to the $100 cards or whatever.
Yeah, I try to limit myself to $150 a month on cards. It doesn't always work out that low, but I try.
Right. Got to have a cap, a soft cap at least.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
So
So
you jumped into the hobby. How long ago was that? Like,
I would say a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
A little over a year ago. Yeah, I think I don't remember like the first video I saw or anything. It was probably Optic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a little over a year.
It seems like you've been getting deeper and deeper into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I look for my stuff mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like getting into things that I don't collect myself, but you know, they come along the way when you're going through cards and things like that. So,
Oh, for sure. Sometimes I run into things. I can't pass that up for that price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or getting into breaks and things like that. And you don't get your team. You wind up with.
Oh yeah.
Some cool stuff, but stuff it's not in my heart. So I'm happy to trade it or get rid of it.
So are you originally from the Maryland area? That's the strong tie?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Baltimore the first 27 years of my life.
Oh, okay.
And then headed on out to Hawaii. Now we've lived in 5 different states in the past 10, 12 years. So,
yeah.
Getting around.
Yeah, that happens.
Every 2 years you move, huh?
Give or take, yeah.
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 That's the life of a military person.
For sure. I'll probably be out of California next year. So
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be North Dakota's a base we could go to closer to you guys.
Oh yeah. Minot?
Yep, Minot.
Yep.
My wife hopes not though.
Yeah.
That's when I was a kid. The Minot is where we road trip to like watch movies or hang out at the mall and stuff.
Nice.
And literally road trip like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-hour drive to my closest to the closest mall for me.
Wow.
Oh man. So I know you started up doing YouTube videos. Well, did you do them before? I thought I saw. I know you just started recently again, or is this the first run at it?
Never did it. It was actually, I think I had a video of my daughter and my dog on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
my
I was.
Family.
As far as card
when
things,
I moved away.
Yeah, I think as far as card things, this was just recently. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just last week.
Yep.
It was my first one.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, and we'll definitely be watching. And if you aren't already, we'll put it in the link below. But man, go check him out. Great guy, great stuff, and I just want to point that out. You know, we've really enjoyed getting to know you better. So
awesome. Yeah, I love watching your guys' stuff. I think the Mount Rushmore stuff is awesome.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. It's been a lot of fun.
You know, you were saying that you collect what's in your heart, and that's basically Baltimore and Maryland stuff. The Terps and Vikings are in my heart for the most part, but doing the Mount Rushmore series and finding out about some of the great players all over in the history of the NFL. I have picked up some cards of some dudes that I'm just like, I like this guy too much, even though he's not a Viking. I want a card of his. And
yeah, I get it.
And you know what's cool? Like, you can't afford their, like, I really like Bronco Nagurski. I'm like, this guy isn't that big I mean, he's not one of those dudes that you hear, you know, talked about all the time. I'm sure I can go get one of his cards fairly cheap. No, his like rookie card is like 1930 something, and it's one of the holy grails of football cards. And I'm like, but you can buy reprints and you know, legends cards.
Take a picture of it and
yeah,
pay for that.
Right. So what do I want to ask about? How, like, the bat you said you got at a show, and you actually got a few things there, so that's pretty cool. And that was when you were younger, you said you got that?
Yeah, I want to say
bat?
like 9 or 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've seen a couple. Well, we did a show in October where they had some people sign in, and I really probably should have snuck over and grabbed a couple, you know, but it got crazy busy, and oh man, you couldn't sneak away from the table, and yeah.
We were right across from it, and we had the line of people walking into the room, and Carl Eller signed right across from us. Adam Thielen. Diggsy actually canceled that day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then it was Eric Kendricks, and we were really excited. We actually got to go in and shake his hands and take a picture with him. The security, they stole our chairs. Me and Kevin had our own Kevin brought personal chairs for us to sit on at the card show because we were manning a booth, and yeah, they came out and they're like, we can't let Carl sit on that hard chair because like Kevin's were cushioned.
Yeah.
And they took one and they came back and took the other. I was gone. Man. I don't know if I went to use the bathroom quick or hit the food court or something, but I came back. I'm like, dude, where's my chair?
Yeah, that was funny.
And then so we had to stand or sit on the floor for we were standing a lot, but yeah, for the next like 3.5 hours during the card show.
Cow.
Yeah. Because they stole our chairs. So the security guard hooked us up and let us go in and snap a picture with Kendricks once he was done. He was the last guy.
Yeah, he was the last
day,
one.
yeah.
I tried with Carl, but I tried with Carl, and he's like, yeah, no. Not Carl himself, but the security guy. So that's always fun. What is your do you have a favorite product, or as long as it's a Maryland player or a Baltimore Raven, you like it? I know you said you like those downtown ones, and
I like Select. It's ridiculous this year, but
yeah.
When I saw Select for the first time last year, I was, hearts in my eyes. I was like, wow. But in general, any Terp or Raven or Oriole, but my baseball collection is small right now. I don't mind. I do not like Panini baseball stuff, though, for the most part, with no logos.
Yeah, that's tough.
The giveaway we ran yesterday, I put up a Panini dual bat card with Harmon Killebrew and Kirby Puckett, which I love the card, but it was a Panini card, and I didn't love it as much because I don't like.
I'm not saying I won't collect the Panini ones or stuff like that, but it's just if I have a choice, I'm going with the top side of baseball.
Yep. I don't the generic. My kid, when he was in Little League, had better uniforms than my Panini cards.
I know, right?
What is is it all Orioles, or do you have a favorite player?
Not right now. It's pretty bleak right now.
Yeah. Right.
I can already see that. I don't know how familiar you guys are with baseball and the minor leagues, but Adley Rutschman is the big guy now, and he's going to be hard to collect because he's already way expensive.
Oh, already. Huh?
Yeah, but I've kind of looking back into the 90s, like the cool inserts, like what is it, Metal Universe and
Yep.
all that stuff. They look really cool, and I remember having some of those, so I like to pick those up.
I'll have to dig into my I've got a lot of 80s and 90s, well, junk wax stuff, and I'm sure I got some Cal Ripkens and stuff and Eddie Murray's, and I'm trying to remember. Quite honestly, it was surprising, like in our giveaway, how many people would be like the Braves were really well represented in our giveaway. The Yankees, of course.
Yeah, exactly. In the AL East, especially.
Yeah, well, I'm a twin. We're twins, my heart's in Minnesota, and the Yankees have beat us like 15 straight times in the playoffs. It's like as soon as we make the playoffs and we're like, oh, we draw the Yankees. It's a sweep, They just.
I actually like the Twins this year. They're making some good moves, and I'd watch out. And do you guys still have Nelson Cruz?
Yeah, Nelson and Josh Donaldson. When he was with the Blue Jays,
favorite Oriole in the past 10 years.
Huh?
So Nelson Cruz is my favorite Oriole in the past 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So.
He the Twins have been showing promise for years. They keep on every year. They'd be like, "This is the Twins' year," and they'd lose almost 100 games. They said that Nelson came into the locker room and really brought a professionalism to him. Taught the young guys how to play baseball, and you could. I mean, we won 100 games instead of, And then Josh Donaldson, he's been a Twins killer for. Back when he played for the Blue Jays, practically every game that he played against us, I think he hit a home run. His nickname's the Rainmaker in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. you guys picked up Kenta Maeda too, I think, in that weird 3-team trade.
I think so.
With the Dodgers. So
yeah, because that trade got kind of held up a little bit, didn't it? I think that did happen though.
Yeah, I think you guys had to throw in another prospect.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Make it work.
Yep. Yeah, we are going to be dipping our toes into baseball more now that we put a wrap on the Mount Rushmore and stuff. So
yeah, we're catching up on baseball. I was the last time I was really into baseball was when my kid was in Little League, and
his kid's 25 now, 24,
25.
So
yeah. So it's been a minute.
Long time ago.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, but God, man, I was like the assistant coach, and the assistant, our coach, he would take off for like Boy Scouts and National Boy Scouts and stuff, and I'd have to coach the team while he was gone, and I absolutely loved it. Just going out and having a catch with the kid. My kid was absolutely terrible at baseball his first year. Absolutely terrible. He's afraid of the ball. And we threw a lot of ball, and the next year he was like practically the best player on the team. It's kids are the best. So
for sure, yeah, I love watching my oldest is 9, my youngest is 7. My oldest doesn't want anything to do with sports, but my youngest will go at anything.
Oh, fun.
I mean, she's like you said, she's not the best, but she gets out there and she goes. So it's always fun watching her play.
Oh, yeah. Then when they go like that, though, it'll come, when they go at things hard, it'll come.
Just
sure.
That's what I tell them. You got to practice. Even the pros practice. You got to just go for it.
Oh,
Get that muscle memory and do it over and over and over again, and it'll come.
Cool. Do you mess around with any other sports? Mostly because we just started. I started dabbling in soccer a little bit, soccer cards, and we just did a fatal 4-way in hockey. Do you mess with any other sports, or just the football and the baseball?
I do basketball. Basketball is my favorite because I don't have like a pro team. I guess I would follow the Wizards, but I don't really collect the Wizards.
Sure.
So I have a more like open mind to basketball as far as what I want.
Oh, okay.
Other than my Terps, but I do not do hockey. I do not do soccer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Dude, you if you did hockey, you got the caps, man. And
I think though I'm actually a Sharks fan if I got to pick a team.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The one local team I don't go with is the Caps. I don't know why. I've been to the Cap Center before they moved into the whatever it is now, the Verizon Center. But I just never even liked them growing up, to be honest. I thought the Sharks had a cool logo. I think I had a starter jacket back in the day. The Sharks logo.
Jacket. Oh man. Trying to get a grasp on how much older we are than you. But do you guys remember the pullover? I think they were Champion, and they had the big puffy pocket in the front.
Yeah.
Georgetown.
I think that's the starter jacket I'm talking about.
It might be
zip right here.
Only a quarter zip,
and it's like a triangle.
Yeah. I was just up at Champs the other day, and they have something very similar to that. And a kid that I went to school with back in the day, he's like, "Yeah, it's just like the old starter jackets."
Yep. I mean, like if I had held on to my stuff, I might be rich now.
Yeah.
That
Right.
stuff's popular again.
Yeah. I was talking with my son and his fiance or whatever, and we were talking about the Champion, how that's coming back too. They're like, man, they couldn't give that stuff away but a couple of years ago, and now my daughter's 13. She's like, I want to get something for Champion. I'm like, sweet, it's not going to be much. That was more expensive than anything in the store. I'm like, what?
Yep.
That's
Just
crazy.
like a couple years ago, you could have got it in the back of like Target or Walmart for like $5.
That's what we were saying.
Right.
Now there's a sweatshirt. I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I'll get that for like $30 or $40. It was $80. I'm like, oh.
All the racks at Goodwill got Champion at it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Not no
crazy.
more.
That retro stuff probably is, pretty expensive on eBay right now.
And as you said, Goodwill, they charge too much anyway for stuff they get for free.
Yeah.
You'll go in there and you'll find, I'll look sometimes in like the jersey section and stuff, and you'll find like out here you see like an Oakland A's jersey. They're asking like $40 for it. I'm like, you got it for free.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you wanna, it's crazy.
That is, yeah.
No, but before I forget, because I forgot a couple different times, the name burknowledge.
Okay.
Can you give us a story on that?
Oh, yeah.
So my last name is Burkhead. So Bryan Burkhead. And I had some friends at work one day. I was probably about 20 years old or so. We're messing around saying Burk brains. And then it just kind of evolved to knowledge, because head, brains, knowledge. Who knows? Yeah. It kind of goes together, right? And it just kind of stuck with me ever since.
So
most people call me Burk anyway. Like most people call me by my last name.
Yep.
But it kind of works cool because the K kind of connects the two names.
Yeah.
Whenever I've spelt out your name a few times, I'm like, okay, there is only one K there. He's using that as so it's not because you're smart at all, then.
Oh, definitely not. That's for sure.
Oh, too funny. I would have ran with,
like most of you guys get it though. Some people call me knowledge, but most people on here on YouTube, I should say, not here, but kind of get it. Like when I'm in live streams or something, they'll say knowledge. Yeah, that's very, very good.
Yeah. We, I guess I never thought anything different.
No, I was like, it just makes sense when I look at it. I'm like, yeah, burknowledge.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. I would have totally ran the other way though. I would have been like, yep, I'm brilliant, man. That's why they call me that.
Yeah. My IQ is about 4,000.
Too funny. Oh man. Well,
unfortunately not.
We usually close out these episodes with a few questions that have nothing to do with sports at all. You want to shoot one at them, dude?
Sure. Your go-to favorite food?
Oh boy. Well, you can never go wrong with tacos.
Tacos.
There you go. There you go.
Go with that.
That's so funny. I think that's on the menu for my house for dinner tonight. Yep.
My question is your favorite television show?
Of all time or right now?
Both.
I'd say of all time is probably The Wire.
Okay.
HBO.
Yep.
You know, look into what Baltimore was like back then. And, geez, right now, I'll go with the Sports Card Talk Show. How about that? I really haven't been watching much TV lately, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've got The Wire. That's on, you can watch that on Amazon, can't you?
I'm not sure. I own like the disc set.
Okay, I've heard that that's a good show, but I've never seen it. There's so many good shows out anymore that it's hard to keep track. And I pretty much stay on Netflix, so I've never watched it. But you got one more last question, dude?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So you've said you made a few moves. What has been your favorite other than your home that you've been to?
Oh, easy. It's got to be Hawaii. How can you hate Hawaii?
I kind of assumed that was going to be the one, but I'm like, well, you never know.
That might change when you move to Minot here in a year or two.
Oh, yeah.
No, you'd be like, make sure you put in for Hawaii again. We need to go back there one more time.
I'll probably have to sell some cards just to afford enough coats.
Right. And the heating bill and yep. Awesome, man. Well, we really appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to just keeping the communication open and watching your stuff and watching you grow. We're super excited to see that happen.
Having our relationship grow with you too.
Yeah, absolutely. So
sure, you guys are great people. So
thank you.
Thanks, man. So we'll bring this to a close, and then if you want to hang on the line for 1 second, we'll just talk off camera. That'll bring episode 94, Friday Night Light interview with Bryan /burknowledge on Instagram and YouTube. Try and get it all in there. So that'll bring it to a close.
SkoL Brothers out.